Graduation season is upon us, and gift cards are always a go-to at this time of year. They are easy to purchase. You know your grad is going to get exactly what they want with them, but sometimes the presentation can fall flat. We're going to fix that today with two different versions of this card. They both look amazing. Each one adds a different level of personalization so that it feels more special. Hi, I'm Brenda Lambert. I'm a TJC licensed instructor for Silhouette. You found your way to Silhouette Success. We are going to design this card in studio and then real quick run through how to put it together. This is the A6 bifold card base, which finishes at 4 by 6 inches. I'm using a nice heavyweight cardstock so the card feels sturdy and gift ready. This is the A6 trifold version. Mine finishes just a hair under 4 inches to fit the Cameo's cutting width, but it still fits perfectly in a 4 by 6 envelope. This one gives you more room for photos and decoration. All of the gold elements you see on both cards are actually panel size print and cut stickers. I designed the artwork in Canva and we'll touch on that briefly, then sized everything to fit the card as full panels. When you apply them edge to edge like this, it completely eliminates that sticker look and gives you a really elevated professional finish. It's one of my favorite ways to get metallic or gradient effects without any specialty foil. For this tutorial, we're going to design 3 different pieces: the sentiment panel for the left-hand side, the gift card holder, and a flip photo panel for the right side. Once you have those designed, you can print, cut, and assemble everything just like this finished version. Now that you've seen what we're building today, let's jump into Silhouette Studio and get started. Here you can see both of the files that I've designed, and they are for sale on my teaching site if you don't want to go through the process of designing your own. We're focusing on the smaller version today. You can see here is the bifold base, the printable panels. This is the gift card holder and the flip panel for the photos. We can start on a brand new page. I'm going to leave my page set up as is for now. We can switch it up later when we get to the print and cut portion of this. We want to start with our card base. So go over and grab a rectangle and just draw that out. Once it's selected, you can come up here to your width and height. You want to make sure you unlock your aspect ratio button. In order for this card to be 4 by 6, the width actually has to be 8 because we're going to place a score line in the middle. And then the height we will set to 6. Once we add in our score line, this will become our card base. We can select both of these and click on the center button to make sure that it's perfectly placed. Notice that my score line is a little bit shorter than the card base itself. This is particularly helpful if you're using the dashed line for your score. Set your line to dashed if you're using the auto blade. Keep it as a solid line if you want to use your embossing tool to create the score. Once that's set in place, we can select both of these pieces, right click and group, and our card base is done. I am going to switch up the colors on these real quick so that it matches the rest of the design. Now, I have actually went through and designed several different card bases and saved them as a template because I make cards often and I can always just bring in whatever size card base I need for that project. But this is how you create it, and to save it, of course, you just go up to File, Save As, and then to hard drive or to library, and save it as card base template or whatever you will remember so that you have this in the future and you can save yourself the time of creating that step. Next, we're going to work on creating the gift card holder. You can see that this is 4.5 inches tall by 3.5 inches wide, and that is just a little bit bigger than your standard gift card. Once again, we are going to grab a rectangle and just draw that out. With it selected, we can go up to the top. We need 3.5 for the width and 4.5 for the height. We'll need another line. This time we're going to draw this out horizontally. Select both pieces and center. right click and group them together. We can switch up our colors, and that part is done as well. We need to create the photo flap for our photos. You can see that this one is 4 inches tall and 3.5 inches wide. I chose the 3.5 inches to keep it consistent with our gift card holder so that everything lines up nicely. I set my score line a 1/2 inch down from the top. So this finished square, the part that you'll actually see, is 3.5 by 3.5. Now let's make it. Grab our rectangle and draw that out. Our width is 3.5. Our height is 4. We will need a score line. Just going to draw that out kind of close to the top. Then we're going to bring the square down and align it. You can see that blue line light up for the center mark. You can also see that the line is lined up with the top of the rectangle at this point. Now we need to select just the line, come up here to our distance, set this to a 1/2 inch. Then we can click the down arrow, and that's going to bring our line 1/2 inch down from the top of our rectangle. Select both pieces, right click and group, and switch up the colors. These are all of the pieces that we need to cut out of cardstock. Let's switch back over and take a look at the printable designs here. I couldn't find exactly what I wanted for this card. A lot of the design elements out there are in black, not gold. So what I did was went over to Canva and designed my elements there. I started with the text tool. They have a lot of different font combinations to choose from. This bride and groom looked pretty elegant, so I went with that. And you can see some of the elements that I chose. None of them really match, but I was able to fix that with their editing tools. The first step is to switch up your text. Let's do movie night for this one. We're going to bring in our movie tickets. Just slide that over to the side. We can edit the movie tickets. They have style match. I chose chrome, and that's going to come in silver. It takes just a minute. If we go to adjust, we can set the temperature to a warmer tone, and I set mine to more of a yellow tint, and now we have that nice gold tone instead of the chrome or silver. Let's right click, click on layer, send these to the back. Now we have movie night in front. It does not match. Go up to the text color, grab your color picker, and just choose any one of those shades in there. But now it blends in a little bit too much. So let's ungroup our text because they are two different fonts. We need to ungroup them and then outline them individually. Set the color to black. Bring down the thickness so it's just an outline, and then do the same thing for night. You can see that I just went through and used that same method on all of my icons, and I just swapped out the text. It was relatively simple. By the end of it, I had an entire matching set for my cards. I used the graduation caps for the photo cover. Let's go ahead and bring that file in. Let's grab a rectangle. This time we're going to hold down our shift key so that it's a perfect square. Checking our size, we need it to be 3.5 inches square. So go ahead and select that square. This time we're going to lock our aspect ratio button. Double click, enter 3.5. And this is now the correct size. It will fit right over top of this. This is our printable sticker. We can switch the background up to black, bring our graduation caps to the front, and just scale that down so that it fits. Select both, right click and group. Now, when you're doing your print and cut portion of this, of course, you're going to go over to the send page. We don't want these graduation caps to cut out. So while it's selected, we'll use Tool 1 Outline of Selection. That's going to eliminate the cut lines in the center and just give you that outline of the square. I went through that same process for the gift card holders. We can bring in movie night that we just designed. Scale that down a little bit to start with. Now for this background, we want 3.5 inches wide by 2.25 inches tall. Grab our rectangle and draw that out. Switch up the color. Unlock the aspect ratio button. Enter our width, 3.5, and our height, 2.25. Now this print and cut will fit directly over top 1/2 of the gift card holder. We can bring this to the front, set it in place, and scale it down. Select both, center, right click, and group. For the sentiment panel, I used my flexi shapes, but I'm sure you can find these shapes online relatively easy. Now with this sticker, I did find that it worked best if I created another offset instead of making a complete panel. So let's do that now. Using the offset on this particular panel looked better than trying to cover the entire inside of the card. So now we have our printable pieces for this project. And of course, for this part, we need to switch up our page setup panel. My printer uses letter size. I can click on printer and be sure that the settings are going to match. I do need to turn on my registration marks, and of course we need to arrange these so that they will fit with inside of the print and cut margins.